welcome to the stage from Oklahoma City, comedian Neil Rubenstein.
What's up, Berkeley? Make some noise. Let Motion City know we're here, guys. Cool. Good show. We're gonna have a good show. This tour's been killer. Motion City, all get out in the direct support. You want to make some noise for those guys? And I'm Neil. Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma City. I just moved to Oklahoma from New York City. By choice. I'm not sure if it's the right choice, but it was a choice. I don't know, man. Oklahoma's cool. They just love their guns. It's weird, man. It's like, we love our guns. We love our guns in Oklahoma. And it's like, we love our guns in New York too. We're not so hot on serial numbers. Just buy them out of a trunk like a normal person. I don't get what we're fighting to register for our crimes. That seems so weird. It reminds me of like those outlaw biker gangs where they'll have their name tag on their chest. Like, could you describe the assailant? Yeah, it was Jimbo. And he's the treasurer. And they hang out at Hooters on Wednesday nights. That's where you'll find them.
Accurate.
I moved to this like historic district where everything's haunted. I asked the landlord too. I was like, "There's ghosts, right?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. I've never seen one. I've been here since 1804." So. Be careful crowd surfing in the middle. It's just this one guy. I don't want anyone getting hurt. I don't know, man. I like it. I like it though. I moved because me and my ex split up. My wife and I. She was just like too good for me. Like she was just like way out of my league. You know what I mean? Like when you saw us in public, you had questions. You know, like, concerns mostly. You were like, blink twice if everything's okay. To the point where like when I saw other couples where the guy was clearly out of his league, I was just like. Like we drove the same truck, that Jeep Wave. I understood, you know what I mean? Like when we were together, she would get home from work at 5:30 every night. If it hit 5:31 and she wasn't home, I was like, well, she found someone new, you know? Good for her. Out there living her best life, you know? When she left me, I was just like, all right, well, thank you for your time. Appreciate all the hard work, you know? My buddy was always like, aren't you worried she's gonna cheat on you? And I was like, yeah, but she's earned it, you know? So much effort in this relationship. I don't know, I thought we'd be together forever, you know, because my parents were married for 54 years. And, well, they're dead now. Quitters. My mom actually died just a month after my dad. And everyone's like, oh, she died of a broken heart. It's like, yeah, leukemia. Mostly leukemia.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it's between those two, you know what I mean? When you cut her open, the first thing you're gonna see is leukemia. You know? Look, heart's not working either anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's from leukemia. You know, it's definitely not because she misses the sound of my dad's CPAP machine. You know? We broke up last June, and it was like super hard to date at first, you know, because like all the straight girls were gay for Pride Month. And I was like, oh, you stopped Asian hate already? Ladies, people, you people. Not you people. That's not. Listen, I am a huge fan of the pronouns. I love them. I think you should be called whatever it is you want to be called. A little jealous. Because I wish growing up I could have picked what people called me. Wouldn't have been fat fuck, I'll tell you that. Would have been something more masculine, like he or him, one of those two. Probably. You know, just saying. Plus, I'm as gay as the next guy, you know? Unless the next guy's gay, and then I'm significantly less gay than that guy, but I give up the thing, you felt it when I got out here. Because you saw me, you're like, this guy ain't afraid of nothing, and then you heard me. I was told I sound like the person I look like I kidnapped. It's fine. It's because the look says been to prison, you know? And the voice says for love. It's a sweet story. They're going to make it a Judd Apatow film eventually. They're going to get Joaquin Phoenix to play me.
Oh, yeah.
Someone the other day was like, yeah, you look like a fat Joaquin Phoenix. And I was like, yeah, you could have said Joaquin Phoenix. We all know the difference between me and regular-sized Phoenix. And how come, whenever anyone just compares me to a celebrity, it's always a negative, right? It's always like, oh, you look like that guy if you were fat, or that guy if they dragged him out of a lake. Just once I won, oh, you look like Joaquin Phoenix if his brother lived. Thank you, don't turn on me.
Yeah.
That's what we came here for. Thank you. I don't mind being a big guy, you know. Always safe, you know. Like I remember one time I was walking in Brooklyn, and this is before Brooklyn was a yoga studio, so you know, streets were still riddled with crime and gluten.
Oh, it could be.
And a dude popped out to mug me, and I was like, nah, man, get the next guy. And he was like, okay, thank you. And just scared me. It was awesome. I was like, everyone should try being a big fat white guy. It's awesome. I don't know. It used to be better, I'll tell you that though. Because like since the UFC, like you can't tell anymore. You know what I mean? Like it used to be like big guys, dangerous, little guys, you're all right, you know? Now you see like a dude who's like 5'3", 98 pounds, you have to check his ears. You know? Like if they look like they've been inflated with a bike tire, you're in trouble. I respect MMA, but it just, it had to have been invented by a guy trying to cuddle with his boyfriend, right? Like every move is just like rear, naked, mount, it's just like some guy like, is this you trying to make me submit? Like, no, I'm just trying to get you to cuddle, Todd. Why is everything a fight? He's like, what kind of martial arts is this? He's like, I don't know, it's mixed. Don't try and fight me after this. It's just jokes. Man. We didn't have kids, my ex and I. I'm not gonna have kids. I don't know about that. I can't say that anymore, you know what I mean? I used to say it with a lot of confidence. Now I'm like, ooh. Can we get a fuck the Supreme Court real quick? Like, and it's always like the stand your ground states, right? Like those are the ones that are like the most, just get the abortion and then be like, sorry, Your Honor, the fetus was trespassing. Like I could tell it was gonna be a liberal cock.
Sorry, I had a kombucha.
I could tell. Vasectomies are reversible, right?
Sometimes. Yeah.
So just when you send the babies in for the circumcision,
Neither are consent.
right? And then, kid turns out not to be a piece of trash, reopen the pipeline. Until then it's a non-issue,
Pretty sure that's eugenics.
Well, we're talking about women's rights, since I'm a guy and apparently the foremost authority on the topic. How is prostitution still illegal? That's crazy to me. Because it's the same transaction as making a porn, right? So just, next time we get a prostitute, just be like, listen, I'm not a criminal. So we're gonna have to film this. Just getting sexually harassed at work anyway, right? Close the wage gap. No? Alright. Leave the wage gap where it is, I don't care. I thought you guys were progressive in Berkeley, alright. I don't know, I just feel like we got to the end of porn anyway, Like we made it all, like it's out there. I saw a category CFNM. Any perverts? No? Clothed female, nude male? We're putting clothes back on? That's the end, right? That's how they end. That's the end of the war. Like, what's next? You just pay his full price for the pizza? That's the whole thing? This guy's just gonna fix the sink the whole time? That's the whole movie? That's all I pay $2.99 a month. I don't know. We were a same race relationship, so I just didn't want to make more white kids, you know? We're everywhere. We did it. I don't know, it's just like, I just don't want to be one of these couples that names our kids like Basil or Saffron. You know? Will we name our pet Kevin? Like, you know what a name sounds like? You're not going to waste it on your lousy kid. My dog Samantha. She's so sweet, we keep in a stroller. Our son, Textile. We crate him at night. He's a bad kid. My buddy named his dog Vincenzo. Like an old school mobster. Dog has no idea what his name is. My buddy's like, Vincenzo, get off the couch. Dog's like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? He does that with his paw, so cute. I don't know, just wait to name your kid, right? Wait till they have a personality, name them accordingly. Your kid turns out to be a piece of trash, you name that one Tyler. So we know, don't hang out with this kid, he sucks. Right? On the other hand, your kid turns out super smart, early mids into MIT, you name that one Rajesh.
That was pretty racist.
Like my kid wins spelling bees, you know what I mean? You got a good one.
That was very racist.
How is that racist? Indians are smart people.
Yes.
Indians are very intelligent. Is that a bad stereotype? Should I be more careful? White lady?
Minority.
I'm getting canceled right now. That guy really got her mad. Wow. Jesus. All right. There you go. Remember me on Cinco de Mayo. I don't know, they ruin everything. I don't know. What to tell you. I don't know, man. I don't care about names, really, you know what I mean? Because people screw up my name all the time, They'll say Rubenstein, Rubenstein, Goldberg. Because I'm named after my grandfather, Norman Rubenstein. But I know that wasn't his name, Because he came over from Poland in the 1930s. So his name was just a bunch of C's and Z's, No vowels. Like an umlaut for no reason. The immigration guys just couldn't figure it out. Like, what are you showing me, a Wi-Fi password? What's that? Like, we're giving out a lot of Normans today, so you're Norman from now on. Norman Rubenstein. He said my last name is Jones. So like, not anymore, Jew. And they just showed me. That's how it was for us, There's never been a good time in history for the Jews. No one's ever been like, oh, you're Jewish, right this way. Well, once, but... didn't go well. The Jews came over, we had three choices. It was like, you could be a Stein, a Berg, or a Witz. If you didn't pick fast, they were Stein, Berg, or Witz. Now get out there, control the weather. Also a racist joke you guys are laughing at. But for some reason, it's still okay to make fun of Jews, fat people, and guys with small dicks. The holy trinity of it's okay to make fun of me. And like universally, the small dick guys aren't the guys burning down villages. You know what I mean? Like, those were big dick guys. You know what I mean? Like, why are we mad at the little dick guys? It's not their fault. They didn't do anything. They were documenting. You know what I mean? Like, little dick guys are librarians. You know what I mean? Like, Dewey Decimal was a little dick guy. You know what I mean? Genghis Khan was a big dick guy. Like, those are the guys you should be going after. Alright, I just felt like I needed to defend my little dick. To that racist white lady. Alright, guys. This is the last you'll ever see of me because of her. Thank you very much.